High Commissioner, we spoke about a week ago, you and I, and there's a picture emerging out of the UK, some 30 million pamphlets being sent there by the Prime Minister. And basically the warning is the situation is likely to get worse before it gets better. What are you gleaning from your home country, and what picture does it paint about the response in the UK?
Well, thanks, Phyllis Isway. We in the UK are probably several weeks ahead of South Africa in terms of our experience of this terrible virus. As you know, like South Africa, the UK is in lockdown at the moment, so people are staying at home, working from home, and as you report, our own Prime Minister has been tested positive for the virus. So there's no doubt about the seriousness of the threat it poses, or the seriousness of the response of our government or governments around the world, which is why we totally understand and support the strong measures which have been taken by President Ramaphosa and the South African government here.
And talk to me about, High Commissioner, the health system. How is it holding up? I mean, we did see the response by people sort of cheering for people who work for the NHS, the people at the forefront of responding to COVID-19, but there are challenges around issues such as the availability of ventilators, for example. So what is the picture that's emerging in as far as the health system? Is it standing you in good stead that you've had universal health coverage for a very long period of time?
Look, our National Health Service has always been a point of national pride, and this crisis has really reminded us of how much we all rely and depend on it. It is, of course, true that, as in every other country where this crisis has reached a similar stage, health services are really under strain. That's particularly the case in London, where the virus has more confirmed cases than the rest of the country. But we're coping so far. You may have seen that we're standing up new hospitals, including a brand new hospital with thousands of new beds at the Excel Centre in London, which has been stood up in just a matter of days. So we're throwing the full resources of government behind this, just as the South African government is doing here.
Let's bring it back to South Africa then, High Commissioner. When I spoke to you last, you were talking about looking out for Britons who are in South Africa who might be needing assistance. How far is that work?
Yeah, this is our main focus here at the moment, our overwhelming preoccupation. So you may have seen last night that our Foreign Minister announced a global program to lay on special charter flights for British nationals who are stranded around the world because normal, regular commercial flights are no longer available. So South Africa is naturally a priority because there are thousands of British travellers who have been stranded here by this crisis and the banning of normal flights. And so we are looking to get this charter flight program stood up here as quickly as possible. We're talking to government, we're talking to airlines. We need to get some clarification on some very important practical points, in particular around what crews can and can't do, and how people get to the airports during a lockdown. We're hoping to hear more from the Transport Minister today to help us get this program in gear.
And how many people are you looking at, High Commissioner, in terms of those who have come forward to say, listen, I'm in South Africa and I would like your assistance?
So we've set up a special mailbox and we've asked British nationals to email us with all their details, tell us who they are and where they are if they're in the situation. We've had over 2,000 people emailing us so far. That's just in a matter of days. I'm fairly sure there are more people than that who are in the same situation. So I would encourage them to do the same. Email us at South Africa British Nationals Return at fco.gov.uk. You'll find that address on my Twitter feed and on our Facebook pages.
All right, Nigel Casey is the British High Commissioner. Thank you so much for your time, sir, here on ENCA.